Begin by lying down on your back with your arms at your sides, palms up. Allow your breath to flow freely. Notice your inhale and your exhale. There's no need to change your breath in any way. Just bring your awareness to it and the sensations that it produces in your body. The next time you exhale, gently drop your knees toward one side. They don't need to touch the floor. In fact, the smaller the movement, the more gentle massaging for your sacrum and low back. When you inhale, bring the knees back to center, and as you exhale, let the knees drop toward the other side. Coordinate this breath and movement for about 5 breaths. The next time you inhale, just bring your right leg to the sky. Flex your foot. You can optionally hold behind your thigh. Just notice the hamstring. You might even do some gentle rotations of the ankle, first in one direction and then the other. Allow the breath to flow naturally. When you're ready, bring that foot back down to your mat. Notice the right and left sides of your body. And then inhale the left leg to the sky. Flex your foot. Maybe do some gentle rolls of the ankle. And then bring that foot back down to your mat and gently come onto your hands and knees. You may want to place a blanket underneath the knees for a little extra padding. Tuck your toes. And as you inhale, draw your navel up toward the sky. As you exhale, sink your hips back toward your heels as if you're moving into child's pose. As you inhale, come back to that first position, more of a tabletop, hugging the belly in. And as you exhale, sink back. Repeat this movement for about 5 breaths. Notice that the slower the breath, the slower you can move. And the slower you move, the slower your breath shall become. Always keep your gaze down, whether moving forward or back, so that the back of the neck stays long. The next time you rock back, just come to standing very gently. Bring the hands to the shins and then the thighs and roll up to a standing mountain pose. Feet a comfortable distance apart. Hands at your sides, with the palms rotated out so that the collarbones can broaden and the chest can lift. Shoulders relax. And then place your hands on your hips. Slide your right foot back about a foot or a foot and a half. And allow your hips to stay forward, facing the front. Notice any sensation in the hip flexor as you press both feet equally down into the mat and engage the muscles of the front and back legs equally. Your pelvis will be balanced over the front and back leg, and all the muscles in the front and back leg will be equally engaged. If you like, you can bring your arms out to your sides like goalposts, elbows in line with shoulders, and palms facing forward. Take 5 breaths here. As you breathe, lengthen through the sides of the waist and into the crown of the head, reaching it to the sky just as the feet press down. So you're getting longer and taller here. If your arms are out to your sides, bring them back down to your waist. And then step your back foot forward. Switch sides. Your left leg will slide back. Make sure the legs are about hip-width distance apart so you're not on a tightrope. Left toes turned slightly in. Front knee bent 90 degrees. Hands on your hips, or bring them out to the side to the goalpost arms. Press down through the pinky toe side of the back foot and all 4 corners of the front foot as you hug all the muscles in the legs, front and back, to the bones. 5 breaths here. Then bring your hands back down to your hips if they were up. Come down onto your back knee. So left knee will come down, right knee will stay bent 90 degrees. Hands can come to the front thigh. You can widen your stance a little more if you like. This might change where you feel the sensation in the hip flexors. Lengthen up through both sides of the waist. Press down through the back shin and the front foot as you reach the crown of the head to the sky. 5 breaths here. If you prefer a more intense stretch, you can take one or both arms up overhead. If you take one arm overhead, have it be the same arm as the knee that's down. So if the left knee is down, take the left arm up and leave the right hand on the thigh or the waist. Breathe easily and gently. And when you're ready, just trade sides. So come to a tabletop position by sliding that front knee down and back. And then bring the back knee forward to that 90-degree position. Hands on the thigh to start. So you can press down through the back shin, the front foot, and level the pelvis. Equalize the weight between the front and back legs. Engage the muscles. Notice the core. Draw the navel in and up. Stay tall through your torso. Your right arm can come up. If you like, the left arm as well, palms turned toward each other. And just breathe here. Next, come back to all fours, and then gently lower yourself onto your belly. Slide your hands back toward your feet and tent the fingers. Tuck your toes and send energy through the heels so that the knees lift off the mat. Your gaze will be down. Draw your navel toward your spine and hug in your abdominal muscles all the way from the sternum down to the pubic bone. Imagine the muscles in the low back hugging to the spine, and as you inhale, gently lift the chest about 1 centimeter or 2 off the mat. Reach through the crown of the head as you send the energy through the heels and reach the tented fingers back. This is really stabilizing the low back and sacrum. So it's not about lifting high, it's about engaging and hugging all the muscles in the legs and the core. Take 3 to 5 breaths here. On an exhale, lower back down and flip over onto your back. Hug both knees into the chest. And the next time you inhale, send the knees away, straightening the elbows. As you exhale, bend the elbows, draw the knees into the chest so you squeeze all the air out. And then inhale, send the knees away. Do this a couple times with breath. Slower breath, slower movement. Slower movement, slower breath. And then extend each leg out. Just come to lying on your back in that first position. Allow the breath to flow naturally. Begin by just following the natural rise and fall of your breath. And then slowly bring your attention to your exhale, your out breath. And just see if you can make your exhale 5 counts long. When you've achieved the 5 counts long with the exhale, bring the inhale to the same 5 counts to meet it, to match, to balance. Then see if you can extend your exhale to be 10 counts long. 10 counts long on the exhale, keeping with the 5 counts on the inhale. Do this breath 2 times. Start to notice the inhale once again. Bring the inhale up to match the exhale. 10 counts in and 10 counts out. Do this 2 times, again with the goal of having a long, smooth breath with no straining or struggling. Next time you exhale, just hold the breath gently for 5 counts. So inhale for 10, exhale for 10, and hold for 5. Try this 2 full breaths. And finally, do the same on your inhale. So gently hold the breath for 5 counts after your 10 count inhale. Exhale for 10 and hold for 5. So there's balance between the inhale, the exhale, and the holds. 10 counts to breathe, 5 counts to hold on each end. And do this for about 10 rounds. Feel free to pause the recording so that you have enough time and space for about 10 rounds. And when your 10 rounds are complete, just let go of the holding, the retention, the suspension at the end of the inhale and the exhale. Allow your breath to settle at 10 counts in, 10 counts out, without any pauses. Do this for at least 2 breaths. Now, release any control of your breath. Imagine that there is a bright, rising sun in the sky just above you. As you inhale, you can reach out and grab some of the sun's rays, some of the sun's light. And as you exhale, bring it into your heart center. Each inhale, you reach out, you expand, and you take in some of those rays, some of that light. As you exhale, bring that light into your heart. You may want to physically reach up and imagine as though you're reaching for the sun. And as you exhale, bring the hands crossed over the heart. And now that all these rays of the sun have come into your heart, when you inhale, the sunlight inside your heart brightens. And as you exhale, it flows out to other places in your body, to your arms and your legs, your pelvis and your hips. Each inhale, you feel the glow, the warmth of the sunlight inside your heart. As you exhale, it flows through you. Take a few breaths in this way. And then just feel the effects of this sun meditation on your body. When you're ready to return, bend both knees and bring them into your chest. And then the next time you exhale, send both feet to the sky. Inhale, knees to chest. And exhale, feet to sky, straightening knees. One more time. Bend the knees. And then straighten the knees. Bring a little energy up toward the sky through the heels. And then bend the knees into the chest. Come onto your side. And use your hands to press back up